Well, we do not have an interview tonight, as you can see, since we have our awesome Zafo on the screen with us today, which is fantastic. So how's it feel? Should I just interview you, Zafo?
I mean, sure. I don't know exactly how that would go, but whatevs.
I mean, you did just come back from the MS-150. You have fun stuff.
I did. It was a lot of fun. We did some good. So, that's always good. Oh.
You should tell people a little bit about what it is.
MS-150 is a charity bike tour, not a race. It's a bike tour. That is done here in Texas. Well, there's a bunch of them. This one happens to be the Texas MS-150. Riders can start from Houston or Austin. They ride to LaGrange on Saturday, and then on Sunday they ride to College Station. And it's like 168 miles or something like that, all on bicycles.
Yeah, Zafo was at the MS-150 all weekend, and we had a indie bookstore day was Saturday, and oh my gosh, we went to seven. Myself and my friend Taylor went to 7 different indie bookstores around Houston, and oh my gosh, did we have a great old time! And then we ended up Copperfield's up here in Spring, which is our local bookstore, and that's the one I started the whole thing on 2 weeks ago. So it's kind of cool just to like 7 all at once.
So
we have
I was
YA
saving
Greg
lives
Level.
all weekend, and you were buying books.
Yeah. I mean, we were both doing hey, I was supporting small business. We were doing very important things for society. Thank you very much.
True.
Yeah. All right. Should we start the actual update? Do you have the update, Zafo? Do you have at least what I saved, or do I have to close it?
Nope. I can actually watch you type.
Ooh,
I know.
Cool or freaky. Hold on, I'm gonna send you a secret note. Don't read it out loud. No, I'm not.
Like when they put the random stuff into the teleprompters for the news anchors, and they just read straight through it.
We're not that professional. We would stop and laugh.
Right.
It's not gonna work for us at all. We don't read through anything. Yeah, but we're so glad that we got to do this, and we actually had a break in the interviews because obviously we couldn't do it this weekend, as we just said. We were extremely busy, and we haven't done this since February. So we skipped March altogether, and this is the last day of April. So it was like we need to do it like now. Can we do it now? Yeah, we are working for you guys. So I'm so glad that you appreciate the reading, and man, keep it up, because we are trying to get these books out to you, new authors, diverse voices, getting things out that you can actually read. The stuff you're not necessarily going to find on the shelves, except you will soon after this book thing I did this weekend. So there'll be more of that later too.
Well, while we're revealing what's going on, should we talk about some of the stuff that we've just recently done?
Yeah, I think we should, because it's been like 2 months.
Revealing?
Like cover
This
reveals?
Is my attempt at a bad segue. It's fine.
I just said like cover reveals. I got you.
Oh, okay.
I was with you, man. Same page. Even though you're a faster reader, but that's because I'm always checking the commas. So, it takes me longer.
Sure.
So, let's see. So cover reveals. You want to do the first one?
Sure.
So these are covers that we have just revealed over the last few weeks.
Absolutely. So. Which I believe you could find them all on our
YouTube channel right now.
So the first one is All Hail the Ken by Ethan A. Cooper. It's the first book in the Misplaced Adventures Expanded Universe.
That'll be 6 new series, baby. This is the first one.
Yeah, this is the first. We have not yet reached the last. So that's a little bit later. This one has a more horror bent to it with a little romantic undertone. I know that sounds a little weird, but hey, monsters need love too. Totally works. Don't worry, somehow Ethan manages to keep that humor ever present. I mean, what's Misplaced Adventures without a little humor. So
that's true. That's part of the thing.
It is.
That's part of the deal. It has to have the horror, or it has to have the humor. But quite frankly, it's because the humor hides all the horrible things happening to the characters.
Right.
But if they were just getting up and checking their email, who would read it? That's our life, right? We want to go on an adventure without, having to actually be eaten by the dragon. So I kind of like it.
Right.
Speaking of not being eaten by the dragon, in this case, the sun, because it ruined the whole earth. Our next cover reveal was Madness of People by Shelley Campbell and Megan King. This one is a book 2. So this is a book 2. The first book was Knowledge Itself. This is one of those dystopian we were talking about earlier. And Iris might have saved her town from one threat just to plunge it into a bigger one. And she's going to have to use her unique brain to save them again. And this time, her brother and her boyfriend, maybe boyfriend, sometimes boyfriend, are going to help her. So I really like it. And this is the one where the main character, Iris, is a ADHD brain. And so I completely relate to her. It's like reading my own brain on the page. So it's pretty fun. We very, very much like that one.
So the pages fall out of the book and are jumbled up out of order. And
oh no, we put them in order, but we might get distracted midway through, and there might be flowers in there too, or
okay, that's fair. That's
random receipt that ended up as a bookmark, and right. all kinds of things.
All of that stuff.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Some pen marks where we found a typo, and we're just gonna fix it on the book itself. Yeah, that's the ADHD brain right there. So we're excited about that one. Again, all these videos can be found, and actually they can really be found on our YouTube channel and also Facebook. But a lot easier. Let's face it, YouTube knows how to do these VODs, so that's where they are.
And speaking of spiders and action romance, Murder on the Interstellar Express by Gregory D. Little has an amazing custom art cover. This is huge deal. We did a whole big art piece and turned it into a cover. This novel has Greg's famous twists and creepy aliens and Belle. No, not Belle.
Yeah, Belle.
I keep getting okay, Belle. And Belle, which is awesome. She has a little bit of a potty mouth. And she uses euphemisms galore, which is always the best. I love euphemisms. They're so fantastic. It's all of that rough and prickly exterior to hide her gooey, sensitive interior. She may be an asshole, but she's your asshole. Considering she's all metal and circuitry at this point, it's hidden pretty deeply. Just
so you know. Actually, if she heard me talking about her gooey, sensitive interior, she'd have a temper tantrum.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, she wouldn't like that at all. So I'm going to say it more because it's just fun.
What do you think her position on Greg writing action romance would be?
Position. I mean, if we're going to talk about position with Belle, she's going to talk all about position.
That's fair.
Just for the record.
That's fair.
She would not let that
pass. Well done.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. And Greg says this is a character that has been in his head for a while, and he just found the right project to put her in, and it's just fantastic. Awesome. And usually Greg, does the big overarching and multi POV character kind of things. And this entire novel and this entire series, maybe we'll see as it keeps going, but this entire novel is just from her perspective. So, and this is a murder mystery in space, so it's really fun. But it's got all the proper elements, but no one who knows Greg's writing will not know it's him, because it has the the grossness that he likes to put in there, because the aliens are very interesting and there's murder that's definitely in there, this little horror bend that he likes to do. But it's also has a nice twisty ending, which is our favorite Greg thing.
It is.
Poor guy, he's gotten so darn good at them, he stresses out each time. He's like, uh-oh, I got to do that again. I'm like, yep. Yeah, do. But you know what? He does. So it's
every
all
time
good. It works
he
out
brings it, man.
Yep. What else do we have? So those are our cover reveals. How about the books that we have recently launched? Northern Lights is going, yeah, I've read that one.
Yep. Yep. So, near and dear to my heart is Beer for My Corpses. I mean, come on.
The beer part, anyways.
The beer part, yeah. Which is a misplaced adventure novel by C.M. McGuire, where a fake witch, not a real witch, discount witch, is hit with a real magical problem and has to solve it, or she'll lose the only thing she's ever owned and the only friend she's ever had. There's some stakes there, man.
Yeah. This one is hilarious, so I love it. And the main character in this one, the voice of the book, Pickett, she thinks she's really clever, but she's really not. And so it's so funny as she tries to solve all the problems that plagues her, that half of which she caused herself. So,
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's always fun. And then let's see, Burden of Fate was the next one. That's by Lahia DeWitt. And that is the follow-up to Touch of Fate. And if you're looking for a slow burn romantasy with pirates and fae, this is the series for you. Though it does heat up in book 2, Burden of Fate. So make sure to grab your copies of those.
So based on the naming scheme, is this like if you touch it, it's yours, but you have to carry it, so it becomes your burden?
Sure. Okay. The next one, the book 3, is a Corruption of Fate. So.
Ooh. That's when it spoils and it goes rotten.
There you go. See, it totally works. It works. Awesome. So we're excited about that one. I have book 3 manuscript in my inbox, and I'm very excited to read it. So that'll be fun.
Speaking of things spoiling, you shouldn't keep them until November. Okay, no, that segue
yeah, nice
didn't
try.
work
Just
at
keep
all.
reading. Yeah, it's not working.
Anyway, November's Dawn by debut author C.T. Masaga. Yes?
You did it! You did better than
I got it. Sweet.
You did. You got
takes you under the sea, where I do not believe there is a crustacean band. Sadly, I know this is spoilers.
If there is, they're not entertaining people. So,
but
it's very sad.
I just have to manage expectations. No crustacean band. So the last.
It's fair. You need to warn people.
So they are under the sea with the last human civilization. It's a YA post-apocalyptic journey that introduces 2 stubborn teens. Isn't that like every teen? I don't know. Anyway, who are determined to save their people or die trying. Okay, teens are usually stubborn about getting out of bed, not trying to save the world. So there you go.
You see, these are special people.
They are special.
They are. Yeah, so this is awesome. So Josie in this one is the main character, and she's phenomenal. And I will say, Chris, this is his debut novel, and he had a huge party at a local bookstore up in Illinois. And they are going to be carrying his books. So we're very excited about that. He had a great time. It's wonderful when an author does well and gets out there and has people say congratulations, because we love to see it, because that's one of the sad parts about us being all the way down here and our authors being all over the world, right? We get to see them online virtually, but we don't actually get to be there and shake their hands and, actually physically tell them congratulations.
Right.
So we sent them a cake, though. So we sent Chris a cake. Everything is better with cake. So hopefully that was awesome. So we're very proud of him and very, very happy that he signed with us and we got to bring this book to life with him. And then the last one we have out is The Harmony Parasite by Gregory D. Little. I just want you to notice I'm saying 4 books. We're only in the 4th month, and that's not including the books that we released earlier that we've already told you about. And normally we have this many books out by like August. So right. There's a reason why we're really busy.
We're a slightly larger publishing company now.
I know. It's like real and stuff. Did I sign up for this? Is this what I intended?
Yes, you signed up for it. Question B, no idea. Maybe not.
We're going to find out. So The Harmony Parasite by Gregory D. Little. This one is a third book. Also notice we have third books in series, right? So it's not all first books. We got second book, third book. We're moving right along. And this is the third book in his Mutagen Deception series. And it continues the saga of the human colonists from the first book. And this one is a bit slower than the first two because there was no time to breathe in the first two. So now we're taking a moment to collect everything. Right. So all the fans and the characters get a little break and get to put everything in perspective and, figure out what's going on this new planet that they are on, where they thought they were escaping the dangers of their dying world, book 2. And just to, it's one of those out of the frying pan into the fire kind of things.
Right.
Yeah, that's what this book is. Mm-hmm. So yes. So again, nice surprising ending. Greg's really good at that. He's got a gift. And maybe he's a little bit masochistic. I don't know. We'll have to ask him about that. So, yep. But that one's awesome. So that book 3 is out and ready for you as well. And then events. Now, so this is, let's move forward. So we reviewed what we did where we missed from the last update. I'm going to do the events. We have so much going on. I'm not even going to tell you. By the way, if you don't get our newsletter, you will get updates on these. Again, we have authors all over this continent anyways. Right now we're just on this continent. We've got Canada, America, and Mexico, right? So just this continent, but that's only for now. So we put, wherever you are, there's probably an event going on. And so we are trying to make sure wherever our authors are that we let you know that they are going to be there at an event. So I'm just going to share the next bit, but we've got events through September on this newsletter. So if you would like to join our newsletter, just go to our website, cursed.dragonship.com, and a little pop-up will come up. And if you sign up for our newsletter, you'll sign up and get these updates. And you will also be able to get the free Laundered, our anthology for charity. You'll be able to download that for free, just as a thank you for signing up. And don't worry, these only go out once a month, unless I forget, and then you don't get it once a month. In other words, you're not going to get more than that. So we're not going to kill you with emails, but we do want to keep you informed. So if you don't want to watch our, long video to figure out what's going on, you can just look through this and just find the stuff like you're like, I don't really like romance, but I really like this horror stuff. Then you can just skim through and, get the stuff that you love.
Our MO is to crush your TBR pile, not your inbox.
Yes, that's exactly it. So sorry about the large pile of books, but yeah, not in the inbox. But let's see, we have the next event is Shelley Campbell is going to be at a New Horizon Mall Mega Indoor Garage Sale in Balzac, Alberta, on May 4th. So that's this weekend. The next weekend, William L.J. Galaney will be reading samples at Manassas Reads in Manassas, Virginia. So notice that was Alberta, Canada. Now we've got Virginia. And Zafo and I, and maybe Jessica Rainey, depending on how well she feels, will be at Big Top Trade Days in Baytown, Texas on May 18th. William, you just can't keep him at home. William L.J. Galaney will be signing books at CRRL Con in Fredericksburg, Virginia on May 18th as well. So I'm so sorry you can't go to both events. They're on the same day. Of course, one's in Baytown, Texas, and one's in Fredericksburg, Virginia, so that might,
This is what teleporters were invented for.
Oh, is that what they were invented for?
Yeah.
And then Kevin and I, at the end of May, we're so excited about this. We'll be at Comic Palooza in Houston, Texas. And we've been loving this for a long time, and they're bringing back the writer's track. And so we will be going down. We're going to be moderating panels, and Zafo will be hosting a writer's BarCon at the Hilton
BarCon.
Americas, right?
That's what I'm good at.
BarCon. I mean, it is your specialty.
It is.
It's Hilton Americas, right? Hilton Americas.
Yeah, the Hilton Americas, right there by the George R. Brown and Discovery Green. Connected to the convention center, so we'll be hanging out there.
Which means also, even if you can't go to Comic Palooza for some reason, which you're crazy, because we're going to have Martha Wells there, we're going to have Jim Butcher there.
And hold on.
What? Yes.
Who are you going to be interviewing?
Martha Wells and Jim Butcher. Yes. Yeah. So there'll be an AMA with both of them. So I'll be interviewing them and moderating a bunch of panels. There's a lot of local Texas authors that are going to be there, and not just from Houston. They'll be from all over Texas. So we've got some incredible stuff going on. So if you are anywhere in this area, I would highly recommend coming down for that. And that is May 24th through 26th. It's Memorial Day weekend. So you got the time off anyways. You might as well come on and hang with us. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then we got Shelley Campbell again in Lethbridge, Alberta, which, by the way, I'd never heard the name of that town except in a Bare Naked Lady song. And so I thought it was funny actually seeing it for real, like it's a real place, and I should have known that, but it really hit me. And she is slinging books at the Lethbridge Entertainment and Collector Expo on May 24th through 26th. And the last one I'm just going to tell you about now. There are more, but the last one is the big one. So this is our big home convention. Cursed Dragon Ship will be on panels, signing books with Jessica Rainey, Gregory D. Little, Lahia DeWitt, Kelly Lynn Colby, J.M. Jordan, William L.J. Galaney, and hopefully Ethan A. Cooper. So we will all be up there. And then Kevin will be there too, of course. He helps keep our electronics straight and make sure that we get lunch. And S.G. George will be there as well. So our acquisitions editor, and who has edited a bunch of these darn books. If I'm not dev editing it, she's proofreading it. And if she's dev editing it, I'm proofreading it. So, we are making these things come. So she will be there as well. And she's a freelance editor as well. So if you're looking for an editor, you can come out and talk to her. So that is our big con. And that is at Fan Expo Dallas, in Dallas, Texas, obviously, June 7th through 9th.
Mm-hmm. Looking forward to that one. That'll be fun. Got a nice big crew, and we always love getting the crew together, just because it's awesome. We all have a good time.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, and this will be our third year at that con. So this has become the one we come back where people come and actually look for our booth. So it's really cool to see them and go out there and do that. So what else do we have going on, Zafo? Our next releases and book covers. We did just, and do you have the website pulled up? You can go to Terry Madden's.
I can go to what?
We just introduced a new author we signed, so we're getting more in our sci-fi world. It's Terry Madden, and she has a.
Oh yeah.
She has it's a colony ship that is going to a new world that has been prepared for humans by AI, but not just AI, because there's also humans who did not get the privilege of being on the colony ship. So they actually got their consciousness shipped earlier, right? Through like a subspace wormhole where matter couldn't go through, but signals could. And so sent it through so that they were put into like a robot body. And so you've got these human brains in robot bodies who some of them kind of got a little lost in virtual reality. I mean, we already do that now, and our brains aren't actually in the computer. So imagine if it was, right? Mm-hmm. So it's so much fun. So you get perspectives from the colony ship, you get perspectives from the human consciousness who've been alive for hundreds of years. Right. And the colony ship, they have normal human lifespans. So these are like, the add lots of greats children to the people who first got on the ship when they left Earth. And of course, we are getting there at the exciting time, and that is when the colony ship is almost there. So, and her novel is called Blind Angels. And we'll have that cover revealed June 2nd. I'm sorry?
Nothing ever goes wrong on colony ships.
No, everything's fine. Don't worry. Everyone is happy on this ship. They're just drinking pina coladas. Oh, no, this is not Wally. I assure you. Not Wally. And same thing for human conscious in not human bodies for hundreds of years. Nothing's going to go wrong there either.
No.
I'm sure these would be two very stable civilizations that meet each other. Yeah. Peace and harmony. But Terry is wonderful, and she's got another fantasy series out also. So if you wanted to see her voice ahead of time, you can check that one out too. So she's very exciting. More authors. We have a couple more that we can't wait to share with you, but we're not quite ready yet. So there's fun stuff. Fun stuff around the bend. And what else do we have? The Jen Baer's Hetty Stormheart. Book 2 in hers is in my inbox, so we're getting to that second one. And then book 2 on Kevin Petway's Wrong Way. That one is coming up as well. So we've got a lot of excitement going on. I'm almost done with book 4 in my series. So I know there's so much
if
fun.
You can hit your deadlines.
Oh, hush. It'll be released on time. Just poor Sarah is going to have to get it last minute, but she understands. I didn't say she was nice about it, but she's not supposed to be.
Right.
Actually she is pretty nice about it. But yeah. But I mean, I think that's
she's not
pretty much
mean about it. She's just,
She's not. She's just appropriate about it. Like, dude, I have a schedule.
Exactly.
I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. There are just so many books, man.
Doing her job.
I know, she's doing her job. What's up with that?
Just craziness. We're very lucky to have her.
We're so lucky. But the good news, like I said, going through the bookstores, I found 4 different bookstores right in this area that will put our books on the shelves. So we will be giving you more news about that happening. And as we work with them and we figure out how it is locally, we'll be able to spread out more. So You're like, hey, I want some books at mine, and then we'll be able to work that out. And I think one of the places will have signed books. So we're going to have them carry signed books for us so that if you want the signed ones, you can get it through them. Because trust me, if you wait for me, it's going to be months before you get them. So we're going to make sure to give them to somebody who this is what they do instead of me. I've got enough on my plate. As we just said, I'm trying to finish my book, man, and edit all these things. So and Zafo keeps us running around here, but he's also got another full-time job. He can't exactly help us by shipping books. So
right.
Maybe eventually that's going to be your job, Zafo.
I can do that.
Yeah,
that's fine. Shipping books and event stuff. Yeah, no problem.
Not a problem.
You just need to sell more books.
Yeah.
We're
trying, man.
That's all it is. Absolutely.
I love it.
Great.
I'm going to take a moment now to share frustration.
Okay.
Readsy.com, they're, by the way, a great source if you're looking for, editors or cover designers or any of that kind of stuff. High quality professionals on that site. They're vetted and everything. So I'm not saying anything bad about the site. What I am going to say something bad about is the commercial they keep playing on YouTube. I want to strangle that commercial. Because it comes on and says, do you know that indie published novels, I think she says self-published, but indie published novels only sell a few copies. And do you know why? It's because they don't have it edited. That is not true. It's not true that nobody gets it, that there are indies that don't get it edited. That is true. But that is not why they're not selling copies. So it drives me batty, that commercial. I just want to.
It's not the only reason.
No, it's not the reason at all, because people will buy a first book like crazy.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Now, if it's badly edited,
they don't know it's
not going to buy anymore. But they'll buy that first one. So no, that's not what it is at all.
Fair.
The problem is finding the audience. The problem is we need to clone Northern Lights.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Northern Lights, we're going to send you a tube. We're going to need you to spit in it, okay? And then this is going to be a whole nother novel right here.
Yep. It's CDS Labs. Will be releasing 23 and Read. Mm-hmm.
That's right. 23 and Read. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what we're doing. 23 and Read.
Yep.
So that's fantastic. I think that's it. I think we've covered it. Is there anything else we need to update now? We'll try really hard to do one in May, but you just heard all the events we're going to, right?
Yeah. That might be a little difficult. And I'll be trying.
We might need to spend this weekend putting up wallpaper, or I'm never going to get it up.
Yeah. Details.
Mm-hmm. But awesome. So if y'all have anything for us, you can find us on Discord. Again, it's just hit bang Discord. If you're on Twitch, otherwise it's cursedragonship.com/Discord. So come join us on there. Talk to us. Let us know what's going on. Say hello. Get you some early copies of books. We want to know what you think.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that is the one thing I want to talk about. Root and Bone by Jessica Rainey. It has already gotten almost 100 reviews on Goodreads. So if you are looking for a cool, it's sister witches who live in a small Appalachian town in the late 50s, early 60s. And so it is creepy, and then you still have the social elements, and then there's horrible murder that happens that the local, sheriff and stuff, he is totally not equipped to solve this. So it's up to them. But they live in a world where women don't solve murders.
Right.
So, I mean, they can't even have a bank account, let alone solve murders. So it's very interesting to watch them, who are actually the most powerful people in that community, still live in that community and function. So it's really, really cool. And there are ghosts and really cool things going on. But the readers love it. So you don't even have to believe me. So there's a ton of reviews on Goodreads. And that book is...
Now you got me going off down a rabbit hole. What was the
San
there Francisco?
It is. May 14th. Sorry, I couldn't find my Excel sheet was turned up. Spencer Sisters. It's the first book of the Spencer Sisters, Root and Bone. It comes out May 14th.
Thank you all for coming. We always appreciate when you join us on stream. And yeah, for all of your support and buying the books.
And buying the books. There'd be no point without you. So thank you.
And reading the books. Reading the books is good.
And reviewing the books. And seeing us at conventions to say hi. Even that's fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, we love that. So find us at one of our events, or find your favorite author at a local event that they happen to be at for you. And we will have to
see you on the other side.
Again.